Yeah, alright, awesome. Okay, so I'm a little excited. The other day, I was kind of like half invalid, and Andrew was sitting on the couch and he was halfway asleep. And we were both reaching for something on the table, I don't even remember what it was, and he had just filled him up a huge glass of soda or Coke, whatever you want to call it. It was Mountain Dew, but and he knocked it over, and my laptop was sitting against the table on the floor, and it got in the crossfire. So I was afraid my laptop got ruined. So it's still kind of sticky. I've like cleaned it here and there, but I wanted to get on here and see, make sure everything works. And so far, it's been a little slow. I think that's mainly because it's not been plugged in for a while. To catch you up, Sunday I ended up going to the hospital. I think I made a video on my phone, which took forever to download. For some reason, when I make videos on my phone, even if I use the Wi-Fi here at home, they take forever to download. After the fluids and everything had time to take effect, that they gave me, my urine's still cloudy, but it's not blood red anymore, so I guess it's a good thing. So I guess I was dehydrated. I don't know how, since I was guzzling down bottles and bottles of water. But yeah. It's, let's see what it is. I don't even know what today is. I've been on the recliner since then. It's Tuesday, so I'm thinking tomorrow, the latest, if the cultures had anything come back positive on them, somebody would be notifying me. So anyways, I have been sitting here and I'm here by myself, kind of moping, and I feel kind of bad because my grandpa is in the hospital and I can't be there for him. My mom is going to take me up there in the morning to see him before they do his heart cath. But I just feel kind of useless right now because right now I can't be with him. My computer's doing a glitchy thing right now, so that scares me. Oh, it's just a bunch of programs loading up. Okay. So I'm trying to be positive, trying to think positive, and I kind of got into a kind of like a mixed emotion earlier. I may have mentioned this before. When I was younger, I was diagnosed with manic depressive bipolar disorder, which is where you go from being really, really low to being really, really high, and you bounce back and forth. Well, I was recently re-diagnosed with just borderline manic disorder. Because my depression is environmentally induced. I mainly just have anxiety that's stress induced, and I usually am able to handle that very well on my own. So it's the manic that kind of comes out to play, and still I usually do a very good job with controlling that, using different tools and techniques. One thing is I'm a list maker. If I can put it on a list, I'm good. Earlier my hands were like almost completely numb. Now my fingertips are, so I can actually write. I'm getting ready to type this up as soon as I clean my keyboard up and everything. But I was kind of ping-ponging earlier because I was kind of stuck in this whirlwind, because even though my legs don't really hurt bad the past couple of days, it's been mainly my ribs because of the contractions from Friday to Sunday, and part of early Monday morning. Because of that, my ribs and back are very, very, very sore. But that's about it. It's just my normal pain all over. But I'm really dizzy. So it's like I have the capability of getting up and doing things. It just, I'm so damn dizzy that I feel like I'm gonna fall, or I do fall. So yeah, I have to hold on to things, and then I'm just, even when I hold on to things, I'm just like, whew. So, and there's just so much stuff around my house that needs to be done, and my mom, she's going back and forth trying to help my grandma with this, and trying to get stuff down at her house with this, and trying to help my grandpa with this, and the kids with this, and then help me with this, and she's running around with like a chicken with a head cut off. I don't know why that turned off. So she said she was going to try to help me, and I was like, honestly, if you can just sit in a chair next to me, just to give me some kind of comfort that I'm not going to fall, that would make me feel so much better. I'm like, I don't even care if you help me. And I'm like, I know standing for long periods of time will hurt you, so like, if you can just sit in the chair next to me, just give me a little bit of comfort that I'm not gonna fall, I can do it. I need that comfort. So I got up. I'm here by myself. Andrew has started his training, and I don't know how long it's going to be that he's working these 12-hour shifts. So I'm here by myself, and on days like this, I can't go out and do anything. I can't go anywhere. I can't take him to work and keep the car because I can't drive. So I walked in the kitchen to get me something to eat. I've been trying to make myself eat something, and whether it's healthy or not, I've been trying to get calories in me somehow. I'm tired. I'm just wore out. I've only had 45 minutes of sleep. I could not sleep last night. I was so restless. My legs were so restless, and I just couldn't sleep. And I'm so tired, but every time I lay down, I'm like a jack in a box. So, anyways, going back into this, I look around my kitchen, my dishes need to be done, and even though my mom started my laundry for me, I look at all the laundry that needs to be done, and yeah, it's like sorted. It's not like strewn about in big clumps. It's neatly sorted into my, into my baskets and in the mesh bags and stuff. And, so it's all nice and neat and tidy and everything, but still there's laundry that needs to be done and such, and I hate for it to back up like that. And, one thing my therapist told me is accept my limitations, and right now, that's a limitation that I have. But it still bugs me. So I'm standing there just looking at it, and I'm just like, I'm standing here, so obviously I can stand there. Why can't I do it? And then I take a step forward, and I'm like, oh, that's why, because I'm getting ready to fall on my face. So I just start thinking, I get in this whirlwind of just this dark cloud, and I'm like, no, you know what? I'm so tired of this. I see these people talk about how it's not all of them, and I'm not shaming anybody. Everybody has different thought processes, um, processes, and it's not their fault. But I see some people going down that route where they're like, you know, I feel this bad, and I want to be surrounded by people who feel that bad, who feel as bad as I do. And I'm like, you know what? No, I don't. I want to be surrounded by people who have succeeded. And I'm gonna make myself succeed. And some people have asked me, you know, because it's still kind of up in the air. You know, we're not 100% sure that I am Phlox. We're not 100% sure, you know, I could be Phlox and have heavy metal poisoning. Whatever this is, it's making my muscles deteriorate because I'm just sitting here. So I can't let it win. So I'm gonna do what I need to do, what I think I need to do, and work on that, pretty much. So I actually go see the doctor next Monday, because last Friday's episode I had to miss my appointment. So I'll be seeing him Monday, and I'm gonna go over this with him. Whenever I go into an exercise routine, I'm the type of person where I go all in or nothing. So this is called exercise goals / restrictions. I have to set restrictions for myself, especially with my tachycardia. And because if I am Phlox, there is a possibility for tendon rupture and a whole mess of stuff. So I have to set restrictions for myself, because I will just go gun ho for it. Because I started thinking about, okay, well, cardio. Okay, I need to walk. I live in downtown. That's one good thing that I like about living in downtown, is every which way I walk, there's something to do or walk to. And I was like, okay, I can walk 45 minutes. I was like, no, Heather. No, Heather. Bad, Heather. Bad. First week, I'm going to do 15 minutes. I'm going to make sure to time myself. So I've got cardio first week. I'm going to do 15 minutes for 3 days a week. I think that's pretty reasonable. And I'm going to have somebody with me. As far as muscles go, these muscles around here that I work out the most, and my rib muscles in my back. I cannot work those muscles. I'm going to be working around those muscles for now. I need to build up those muscles around those muscles right now to help support those muscles. Because even my right arm, just lifting it hurts, because my table is over here. And even when I sleep on the couch over there, I'm always lifting my arm back to grab stuff, because this arm doesn't have as much range of motion, because this rib hurts worse. So I'm going to be focusing on specific specific muscles And if I start feeling it pulling on a muscle that I know hurts or is prone to cramping or what have you, I'm going to stop that exercise. So I have it written kind of vaguely, and I'm going to explain to the doctor what I mean by that, because I know what I mean by what I have written down. So for balance and core, I have yoga. I'm going to be doing yoga, stretching and yoga. That'll probably come towards the end of my my exercising, just to kind of wind down, stretch everything out, and get everything loose. I might do a little bit of yoga in the beginning, to loosen up the muscles and get warmed up. There's this lady, her name is Wailana, and she does Wailana yoga, and I really like her yoga. And she has some that's not as passive, it's actually active yoga. And so I'll probably do a little bit, maybe 5 or 10 minutes of, probably about 5 or 6 minutes of active yoga before I get into my exercise routine, and then end with the stretching and the passive yoga. The passive yoga will be and stretching will be about 20 minutes, 3 days a week. I have the week one is 3 days a week. And then I'm going to be doing lower crunches. And what I mean by that, because you have your sit-ups where you go all the way up to your knees. And then you have your crunches where you crunch and you crunch your rib muscles. What I mean by lower crunches is you tighten only, and it takes a lot of practice, and I've done it before. I used to do an ROTC whenever I get really tired, whenever I was trying to outdo everybody, because it still looks like you're doing regular crunches, and you're flexing your lower abdominal muscles. And those are actually the muscles that I need to tighten up. I've got a little bit of flab there anyway, so I need to tighten those muscles up anyways. And I need to tighten those muscles to support my rib muscles on top of there. But as soon as I start feeling those rib muscles tightening up when I do that, then I'm going to immediately stop doing that. And then I'm also going to work on my obliques. And I know that runs the risk of getting those side rib muscles. I'm honestly going to do it the first day and just see how it goes, because I need to get those muscles, and there's just no way around that. So I'm gonna talk to him, see if he has a special way of modifying that for me, maybe, that I haven't thought of. With my muscles being so weak and my joints being so weak, there's not a lot that I can do as far as leg strength right now. So as far as legs, all I have is squats, and I'm probably going to be using the exercise ball and wall assist, or I'm probably going to be using somebody for assistance, at least for the first week, just because I've been using my legs so much. I honestly wonder if that's a muscle I should wait on, because it's a muscle that I've been using a lot of. But then again, I do need to build those muscles, so that's actually, I'm gonna put a question mark and ask him if maybe there's some other way. I do know some other exercises that I can do where you get on all fours and you kind of pump up your legs. So I might end up doing those instead, and they work different parts of your legs. So I might end up doing those instead because the squats are really, really hard on my knees. I just don't want to exercise and lose my butt that I finally got. And if you've known me for a really long time, you understand what I mean. Because I've always been known for having a flat ass. And I finally have a butt, and I don't want to get rid of it. So that's why I want to do the damn squats. Because I don't want to get rid of my butt that I finally got. The arms, again, I am not, even though I really need to, like, work on this stuff right here, I'm not going to worry about this right now. Maybe in a couple weeks I'll worry about that. But I gotta get these shoulders healed up, especially this one. I mean, just not even flexing this pec muscle is rock hard. I'm not even flexing. And this pec muscle, I mean, that's not even my boob. My boob's over here. This is my pec muscle right in my underarm. And it's rock hard. I mean, ow, that hurt. And then here's my clavicle, and this is rock hard. Do not bark. But my breast tissue, my breast is down here, and here's the start of my pec muscle going up into my clavicle and then my shoulder. So, I mean, and this is rock hard, just because of how much I use this arm. I mean, I can feel it, like, it's just a rock. So I'm going to try lifting like this, and then out to the sides like this, and just using these muscles right in here only. So from like the elbow down, the only muscles I'm going to be using. So as far as that, yeah. I kind of wrote down iffy amount of how many reps and how many reps and how many sets of each for the first week. I don't know if I'll meet the goal. I think the first day will be kind of like see how many I can do within a safe level, and then see if that's within what I wrote down. If I can do more, great. Then I can kind of up a little bit. I'm not going to push myself, and that is the biggest piece of advice I can give to you right now in this video, to you Floxies, starting out with exercise. Damn dog hair. Ugh. Can't wait till she stops shedding, which will be never. Listen to your body. If your body is telling you to stop, then stop. You should always listen to your body, but especially right now, with this condition, you have to listen to your body. Especially with the I hate it when I forget the word, with the possibility. I hate it when I do that. The possibility of tendon ruptures and nasty stuff like that. We don't want any of that, because then you're going to be recuperating for even longer. I'm also starting now, since I've got my computer working. I'm going to be getting this all typed up and nice and neat. And I'm also going to have my vitamin journal. I'm also going to start one of my vitamins probably tomorrow. I haven't decided which one yet. I'm stuck between two. I think I might give it a couple more days with the urine scare. I think I might give it a couple more days to wait here for that culture. A culture I should hear back from by tomorrow at the latest. So, probably tomorrow or the next day I'll be starting one of the supplements, and then the next week after that. So, I want to jump in this and get going, And that is my biggest thing, is I have to keep myself pulled back and not rush this. But that was what I was talking about, is I got in that whirlwind of, I can't do this. I'm going to be sick forever. There's no treatment for this. And I'm going to be sick for the rest of my life. And I'm like, how am I supposed to have more children and raise more children if I can't even spend time with my 9-year-old son, who can pretty much take care of himself? I can't even get off my couch half the time without falling over. Like, and then I decided, no, I'm not doing that to myself anymore. One girl's post really got to me, because she was in that situation, and she went on and on and on, and I understood how she felt, and I've been there, and I was with her there. I was with her there, and she was talking about her symptoms, and I was checking them off. Yeah, I've got that, yep, that's happened to me. And I'm like, and I'm typing to her, and I'm like, yeah, I've had all your symptoms plus more. And I'm like, but you know what? There comes a time where you seek out people who are in the same boat as you, but eventually you gotta, you gotta seek out some positivity and try to do more. I've had some people ask me, some people in my family who don't necessarily understand all of it. I try to explain it to them the best I can, because I don't even understand it all completely. I'm still researching and doing all my research and stuff. And again, I still haven't been tested yet. I'm waiting on the kit to come in, which will probably be Monday. And I don't know how long that'll take for it to come back, but I have family members asking me, well, how long does it take? How, what all do you have to take? What all do you have to do? And I'm like, I don't know. Everyone is different. It just depends. And they're like, well, it depends on what? I'm like, your guess is as good as mine. I have to find what my body needs and what it doesn't need, and I need to put in what it needs, and I need to get out what it doesn't need, and I need to fix. I need to go in there and manually fix what this has fucked up. And that comes in with the exercise and the supplements and taking care of myself. And I think I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and dye my hair the natural light brownish red. That way it's not as harsh, and that way when it grows out, it's my natural color. I really hate to do that, because then you'll really be able to see the bald spots. I wanted to stick with the blonde, but if I put blonde on my hair, I'm afraid my hair is going to completely fall out. So, if I even dye my hair, because like I've said it in some other videos, the brown, which is my roots, is actually coming out now whenever I brush and shower. So, I don't even know if I'm going to touch my damn hair. I'm probably just going to stick with the damn bandanas, because, it just keeps receding. So, I know the light's horrible in here. So, I've hit my half-hour mark. I'm going to close it off here before the battery dies. So that means I got to go all the way over 5 feet over there to plug it in to upload it. So yeah, start my exercise regimen. I'm probably gonna walk a little bit here and there, and before I see my doctor, just with my mom around the block or something, just to kind of get in the swing a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk to my doctor, and that's the number one thing is a lot of people are like, well, I hate doctors and da da da. Well, I do too. But if you can find that one that you can trust, that's the key. If you can find that one that you can trust, that's the key, because it can help you. And again, if you live in southern Indiana, Louisville metro area, I can help you out with that. There's a couple people I will be contacting you this week. I've gotten your names from the Floxy Locator group page. I will be just privately messaging you on Facebook. If you don't want to talk to me, just tell me to go away. There's only a couple of you listed. And like I said, if you don't want to talk to me, tell me to go away. And now that my computer's back, I'm going to continue with my correspondence with everybody else and trying to get some stuff in the works. I don't want to talk too much about it. Again, I've already gone over my 30-minute mark, and I don't like to talk about things and then not deliver. So hopefully good things to come in this area. So I'm just going to leave it at that now that my hair's all crazy. So, I'll talk to you guys later.